Welcome back, guys. I'm Mose. Today is an interesting video of causes of low libido in men and how we can prevent this low libido in men. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment to get more of my health videos. Now, when we talk about the low libido in men, is just we simply mean about the decreased desire to have sex. That the interest of having sex is now decreased. What causes this? Remember, the causes can be either psychological, environmental causes, and even internal or external causes. Now, let's just know these causes that can cause the one to have a decreased desire to sex. Now, number one is what we call the low testosterone levels in the body. There is a study that has been done that if as men get older, day in, day out, as men get older, there is a decreased testosterone levels yearly in the body. So if there is a decreased testosterone levels in the body, it is very difficult now one to have the interest to sex, and even sometimes it takes time for one to have this organism orgasm and what we call difficulty in ejaculating. So now, remember this testosterone is one of the male sex hormone that is produced in the testicles, and it plays a critical role in male maturation, reproduction, and what we call development. So if you have this low or testosterone hormone, or what we call the male sex hormone in the body, it's more likely to have what we call the low libido in the body. Now, the other cause is exercise. If you are not exercising, if you are not having the moderate exercise, it is more likely that you have the low testosterone levels in the body. So it's better you have a moderate exercise. This aerobic exercise. If you exercise, there is increasing the chances of increasing the what we call the testosterone hormone in the body. Now, the other cause is what we call stress. Now, if you are psychologically disturbed, depression and all other things from various conditions, now this may lead to increasing of cortisol hormone in the body. This cortisol hormone, it leads to what we call erectile dysfunction and what we call the low testosterone, and leads now to one having a low desire or interest to have sex. So stress is one of the other key cause of this low libido in men. Now, the other cause is what we call chronic illness. Remember, one of the things that you need to know is when you are health, you can be thinking about sex. But if you're not health, sex is the last thing to think of. Now, these chronic illnesses are just illnesses that has been there for a long period of time in the body. So such illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, chronic diseases, and chronic heart disease. This also lead to one having a low interest in sex. Now, the other cause is what we call the tobacco use and what we call the drugs and other drugs. Now, if there's a study that the more one is smoking, it narrows what we call the arteries. And this narrowing of the arteries, it now constricts the blood vessels. Now, if the blood vessels are constricted, there is a decreased blood flow to other various parts of the body. Hence, one cannot have what we call erectile performance very well, because if for one to have a good performance at erection, there must be an increased blood flow to the penis. Now, the other thing is these drugs, the commonly used drugs such as the opiates. This can lead or make one to experience the impotence, as there is a low sex drive or desire. Now, the other cause is what we call the lack of sleep. If you don't sleep well, studies shows that if you don't sleep well, you are more likely to have a low testosterone hormone in the body or the production. So sleeping is also another thing that people need to have. Have enough sleep so that you can have your increase the chances of having the testosterone levels in the body. Now, how can we prevent? How can we prevent this low libido in men? Now, number one is that we need to exercise. You know, exercise is one of the key mandatory that we need to do. Moderate exercise. The other thing is that we need to reduce the weight. You know, if you are obese, you are more likely to have erectile dysfunction and what we call low testosterone levels production, and hence you may lead to having a low desire to sex. The other thing is that you need to create time. You need to set time, for intimacy. Because if you are disturbed and you have no time, you may more likely to have what we call raw sex drive. So it's not likely to think of sex. So you need to create time of intimacy. The other thing is that you need also, if you are using this kind of substances such as tobacco and other drugs, you need also to stop from using this medication so that you can increase the levels of testosterone hormone in what we call the body. The other thing is seek medical attention. Always seek medical attention so that you can be checked and you know what might be the causes of this